This is not on the card, but I just saw this pop up on that Park Place, and as a huge Witcher fan, it just irks me a little. Geralt voice actor confirms Witcher 4 won't focus on Geralt. It's not about him this time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It hasn't been about him since The Witcher 3. Like, supposedly that's when his story ended. So
Witcher 2.
Yeah, that was about to be my question. So I've never read the book. So where this is at, does the story shift?
So Flash, let me put it this way, Flash. So The Witcher 1, the first game, basically it picks up after the end of the books, of the story, of the original story written by Andrzej Sapkowski. But they got permission from Andrzej Sapkowski to create games set after the books, and eventually they became so successful that fans accepted it as the continuation of canon, because it was the original Witcher books were left with a very open ending. So so people really like how the third game turned out with all these open choices for the endings, and so I mean it was a pretty good trilogy of games. I won't lie. Each one got better than last. But
Witcher 3 might be one of the greatest games of all time. With some of the best DLC of all time.
Exactly. So with 4, I'm kind of curious. Like, I guess they're going to focus on Ciri, I assume, right?
It's Ciri focused because you got to play as Ciri. For a little bit, partway in Witcher 3.
So does that mean that the canon ending, according to CD Projekt Red, is the one where basically she travels around with Geralt? So that must be it, because like you had different.
You don't know.
No, because like if that's based off this text, now it could be wrong, but based off this text, it sounds like they chose that one particular ending as part of like the canon ending for 3 in order to create 4.
I don't know. I'm just worried because I feel like the CD Projekt Red of today is not the same CD Projekt Red as the ones who made Witcher 3.
Exactly. It's completely different. You've seen their videos on ESG and all that. They're fully devoted to it.
That's what gets me a little bit worried, because even though Ciri obviously is canonically more powerful and all that stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like that's going to be the wet dream for some random fucking leftist at CD Projekt Red. What? He wrote a female that can beat up all the men. Oh, I'm going to run rampant with this one. And then they're just going to make it fucking terrible. They're not even going to know how to properly represent it.
I will say this, like, I always hear people say, oh, the CD Projekt of today is not the same one like it was back then. My assumption, at least at the upper leadership level, most likely they were. They just simply didn't reveal their cards because they were in the type of position where they weren't allowed to play their cards because they wanted to get their projects out the window. Now, is it possible to say that power corrupts later on? Sure, but I have a feeling that they were like this from the very beginning. They just simply didn't bother showing it because they didn't have the time nor the ability to show it.
Well, they're showing it now.
I think you're too worried about this. No, in all reality, I've never played an RPG where you start off at level 99 before, so it could be a nice change of pace.
Not at all. Not at all. As a Witcher fan,
my friend.
I will be very surprised if this game releases in working order.
That'd be interesting, considering.
Bro, if they pull another
release.
Cyberpunk, I
think they will.
They're going to turn to Bethesda.
Because I don't know in regards to when Witcher 3 was first released. I was too young to
2015
and too poor for that matter to play it when Witcher 3 first released. But did that?
So what's the difference now?
Did that game release well? I know. But in all seriousness, did The Witcher 3 release firing on all cylinders? Was it?
Yes, it was a phenomenon. It was the same type.
Adam Reveal in the comments is saying that it had a rough release. I mean, it was no Cyberpunk 2077, but and frankly, there's a reason that everyone went for the definitive edition when it was re-released. So.
Depends on what you were playing it on.
I don't remember Witcher 3 having a hard release. At least not
was
on
a console
anyway.
Because The Witcher 3's legacy just grew as the years went on, from my perspective, especially when Mass Effect Andromeda was a disappointment, especially when the likes of Anthem and Fallout 76 were quite frankly, fucking disasters. It seemed to promote the legacy of not just The Witcher 3, but The Witcher as a franchise, and also reinforce the reputation of CD Projekt Red, especially because they were more positive with gamers and fans, and that reputation completely collapsed when Cyberpunk 2077 was released, completely and utterly broken, to the point where I won't fucking forgive them.
If you want to see a miracle, play this game on Switch. Witcher 3, it actually runs really good. I mean, it doesn't look as good, right? And it would, but it runs.
They're supposed to be
It's
doing
actually
a co-op
kind of amazing.
one,
Have
where
you seen what
play
Hogwarts
as a
Legacy
Witcher.
looks like on the Switch? That's fucking terrible.
Yes, I have.
It is terrible. I mean, the fact that there's hey, listen, it's all right. Some people, that's all they got. I understand, but that's
my wife is a fan, and she has a Switch, and that's how she played it. So I got to
God
see that
bless her.
run.
Yeah,
It
that
runs,
is crazy.
man.
But
She doesn't care about graphics, you know.
Well,
She's not really a gamer.
Just to finish my point, I will reiterate, I will be surprised if this Witcher 4 is releasing in working order.
Yeah.
There we go.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
If it's broken again, bro, I'm done. Like CD Projekt Red is going to go in the same bin that Bethesda's in for me, which is wait till it's $5 and then I'll buy it.
Ooh. Okay.
That's like I'm a 2-shot. You're done. Cyberpunk was such a massive failure, and you know what's ironic though with The Witcher 3. Now that I think about it, I do remember there being it was buggy, but it was buggy if you essentially didn't have like top hardware.
That's
you
true.
know, if you had top hardware, then you know it was
It ran
fine.
very well on console, surprisingly.
Yeah, I played it on PS4, right? That's where it first launched, right?
I did on Xbox One. Yeah, it ran super well back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ran fine.
I say this
really
isn't their
fine.
only Witcher game. They're doing one that's hundreds of years in the past, so there could be mini Witchers still, and it's supposed to be a 4 co-op, but we haven't heard anything
that worked
else
so
on
well
that.
for Netflix a few years ago.
I know. Blood Origins. Ugh.
Dude, Leon, yesterday I was
God.
playing Fallout 76 because I said I was going to.
The thing I
that
loved
shit-
about that
It's so buggy.
thing I loved about Witcher Blood Origins, they got to learn real quick how their show would perform without Henry Cavill.
They ignore
Yes.
all the
Oh,
cues.
God.
Abysmal.
Yeah.
What's the name of that showrunner? Is it Leslie Head?
Lauren,
No, it's not Head. Lauren
Lauren
Hissrich.
Lauren Hissrich
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
And she was out there begging people to watch it, like, please just give it a chance.
And she hates the book. She hates the lore. That's what Bo DeMeo, before he got X-Men 97, he worked for The Witcher in the writer's room, said that they all fucking resented Henry for trying to stick up for the lore.
Damn.
Tried to turn it into a joke. And
That's so
as
fucking
Flash said, we
crazy.
saw what they did when no one controlled them, and that was Blood Origin, a complete abomination to the lore.
No,
I even watched that.
super
That was
abomination.
terrible.
No, man.
Oh, yeah,
Horrible.
but speaking of Henry Cavill, Flash, are you looking forward to Cavill reign in the MCU? You think that's going to happen?
His cameo was great, so if that does
That was
happen, I
dope.
think that's great cast.
It's great. I just don't think they can afford him for the long run, considering what they
Yeah.
want to do. You know what I'm saying?
It can't
Like,
be that.
Why would you think that?
Yeah,
Why? Because he's asking for top dollar.
he should get top dollar.
Mid
He should-
50s.
Anybody that they
years.
want
No,
to
let me
tap for that
tell you-
role is going to demand top dollar.
They can get an unknown and pay way less than Henry Cavill. They could get an unknown. I don't.
No,
know.
no, no,
It's
no, no,
true.
no, 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 no. This is why
Oh,
you're
the
wrong.
cavalry.
But
I
why
don't
you're
think
wrong.
they want to bring excitement back though, and
Yeah,
they
do
do.
it.
Yeah, this is why you're
You know
wrong.
how many
They just
women
tried
would
that.
go see him?
They just
They
tried
definitely
that.
would.
After
He brings the women.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Endgame, they just tried that. They just did the whole thing where we don't want to do the long-term contracts and we want to invest more into these unknown actors, and it just failed. So I feel like that's the reason why they gave Robert Downey Jr. the
Yeah,
money.
so
because
let's
I
give
don't-
Robert almost 100 and him what 50, 60?
which tells me
More than
it
that,
wasn't-
I think.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, because I don't think we really know what they paid him, because I guarantee you he's got back end deals.
Yeah.
Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr.
Yeah.
for sure. He's
He
got back
definitely
end
has.
deals.
No, he's
top
probably
of the
making a
money.
lot.
It would be great because Henry's been fucked. He's probably going to get fucked over at Warhammer. He's been fucked over at Superman, Witcher, all that. It would be great if he got the Wolverine, Calvary. I just would
I
be
mean,
shocked
that'd
if
be
they actually did it.
That is true. Yeah.
That's an interesting pattern. Everywhere Cavill's gone, he's gotten fucked over. And under Disney Marvel, I'm sure he'd get fucked over there.
It's literally the joke they make that they'll treat him right and not fuck him
Yeah,
over.
that's-
So
yeah.
that would be funny if they followed through and didn't screw him over.
That'd be
Fake
crazy if
Twitch.
because of
Sorry.
it would be crazy if because of Deadpool and Wolverine we get
a Gambit movie finally, a final like Blade movie. All these ones that fans actually wanted.
Give me a
like
Blade
Ryan
movie.
Reynolds just kind of
like a Logan
yeah.
Blade movie.
Nobody wants this new Blade. Cancel that shit. No one cares about Mahershala anymore.
We're not getting that.
No, not at all.
He's gonna walk.
They just they just
oh my god!
I think he will
walk.
eventually.
Absolutely.
He's already
100%.
putting things out there because he's in that Jurassic Park movie. And I wouldn't blame him for walking either.
2019, they've had him.
That's insane.
What a mess that movie is. We're trying to figure out how to get it right. Like, this is the easiest formula ever to follow.
Take go Blade's daughter.
Yeah.
Have him kill vampires. The end.
That's why
they're trying
like,
to
there's only one
figure
Blade.
out.
There's only ever been one Blade.
They're trying to figure out how to subvert expectations. That's what they're doing.
Well, there's a way of I mean, I think is an interesting potential they can use Henry for. It would be awesome that they put him in for like a Van Helsing franchise, or even better, Highlander, which apparently people seem to want him to
Highlander
be.
with Chad Stahelski. They're literally starting to fill.
Oh, well, there we go.
Pay attention to
Also,
entertainment
if you
news.
want to subvert expectations with Blade, that's a very easy answer. Make him white.
Yeah.
Now, you know what's hilarious?
Highlander with
Oh,
Chad
what's hilarious,
Stahelski.
though?
honestly, they need to just step away from Marvel movies for like 5 years, because like after discussions with people and hearing how they run that shit show, it's like, and look what they're doing with Naruto, the live action. Like they don't even read the canon, the lore of Naruto. They refuse to read the content. They just are winging it. And so I'm like, what the hell are these companies doing? Like, really, truly, what are they doing?
Those leaks had me so heated, I couldn't even record a video on it. I tried like 3 times. I just rage quit the video. I was so fucking angry.
It's dumb that they're even. It should be a series, not a movie. That's so stupid. And it would actually be really easy to make that a show. You just make the first season end after they fight Zabuza.
Yeah.
Done. That's it. You could do the movie the same way too. It'd be kind of fucking rushed, but with him at the grave, and then there to go, it ends.
You know what's funny about the whole Blade thing, though? It really shows just how uncreative they are. Because everything else, they find the answer pretty quick. Race swap this guy, make this person gay, whatever, and just run along with it. This one, they're like, shit, we got to adapt something that already has a black guy as a main lead. What the fuck?
A cool black guy, too.
So the first script is his
what do we
daughter on a road trip movie with 3 other women learning fucking life lessons. And still, even to this day, the last we heard about the plot, it's still about his daughter, still a girl that's key to everything, with a female villain trying to get the daughter's blood, not Blade, the daughter's blood to make an army of daywalkers.